So this forest, guys, actually it's natural. It's not a man-made. So the water going inside of this forest is actually from the ocean water. So the tide changing between 6 hours, from high tide to low tide to high tide. But now the water is going out, so it means the tide is getting low. That's why we cannot go more further, which is the Flamingo channel and Flamingo side is on that side. Okay, so these forests, Alzora forest, they have 2 million square meter. All of these 2 million square meter, they have 1.8 million mangrove trees surround here. So every year we're planting a tree, 3,000 to 4,000 plants every year. Okay, so after here we're gonna paddle towards the marina side over there on the right side. So it's all natural. That I said previously, the water is connected by the ocean. From inland towards the ocean, it takes 3.5 kilometers. From the ocean going towards the inside of the mangrove, it takes 5 kilometers. Okay, so as you can see, there's a million of trees surround of this forest. We have 54 different kind of species of the mangrove exist here in the whole world. Okay, it means exist like it show up 54 different kind of species, which is we only have one here in the UAE, which is good for us. So no need to explain too much about that is the different species, is a different species. So we only have one species here, which is the name of the tree is gray mangrove. Okay, or in Latin, Abenesia marina. Call it Abenesia marina. In English word, or as known as gray mangrove. The name came out because of the color of their leaves.
Yeah, it's gray.
It's a little bit gray. Because of what? Because of the salt water.
Yeah.
Okay? Just both of you share on the one leaves, okay? There is some part of the leaves, it's two color gray. Front. As I say, the water is connected, the forest is connected at the ocean. So these trees, they taking salt water, but they live and to survive by the fresh water. But how? As you can see, those spikes coming out from the ground. This green one.
Yeah.
What is this? This is the roots of the mangrove tree, which is, we call it breathing roots or new metaphors. So these roots, they have a tree system on it. So this is the breathing roots. One root staying underground is the one sucking up the water and filterize it to become a fresh water. And one root is, the other root is the one spreading to each other and holding to each other. As you can see that how the tree grow together, right? It's like a barrier. That's why the mangrove can survive in the water, salt water, because of the roots. So as a humans, we have poles, they also have poles. So these roots is, if the water is getting low, that is the time that these roots, they can take a carbon dioxide through in the air and taking out the oxygen. Opposite in the human taking oxygen, taking out carbon dioxide. We call new metaphors. So if the water getting higher, all of these will stay underwater, and those holes, it will close. They can hold their breath for 30 minutes at 3 hours. So the tide is changing between 45 minutes. Okay, so this is the roots and this is the tree. So the water, they taking 90 to 100% salt water. The root will filterize it to become a fresh water. They taking only 40% to let them to survive and grow, and 60% they evaporate it and push it to the atmosphere and give to the global cooling. That's how the mangrove tree help our ecosystem. Okay, so those leaves coming out from the ground in the windy time, it will fly away, and it will it will moisturize and evaporate and moisturize. So this tree, they can help 40 to 50%. They can provide 40 to 50% oxygen in the atmosphere or in the world. Yeah. So that's how this tree is important here in the world. Even me, I don't imagine that in the Middle East, in the UAE, they have forests like this. How about you guys? You born here, right? All of you born here?
No.
No? So that's why the Middle East will stay hot. Winter and summer. Why? Because in the winter, the mangrove, they cannot survive. If whole year in the UAE will be winter, the mangrove cannot survive. They will die. They need also to what?
Hot summer.
To moisturize and to evaporate. Okay, that's why in the summertime, that is the good time for them. So in the summertime, they can evaporate 3 to 5 times every single day. Yeah. And you know also the mangrove forest, a mangrove trees, they called also a tsunami barrier. Tsunami. You know tsunami? What's tsunami? Tsunami is big wave from the ocean, okay? Tsunami. It called also a tsunami barrier. It can stop 70% of tsunami impact. Okay? So the first will take the tsunami impact is the mangrove tree, which is in Indonesia, also in Sri Lanka, right?
Yes.
And also in Philippines. We have a lot of mangrove. Last 2000-2001, we have a little bit tsunami in the Philippines. The mangrove forest or the mangrove tree, they stop 80% of the impact of it. So only 20% go inside of the town, just only a small flood. Okay? So as for the 50 years here in the UAE, at this end of this year, which is on December, all of the Emirates, they have planned to plant up 50,000 trees. All of the Emirates, I mean the Sheikh, all of the Sheikh, they have planned to plant at 50,000 trees whole in the Emirates, which is Al Ain. I don't know in Al Ain because no ocean in Al Ain.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi, Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, Ajman,
Sharjah.
Dubai, Sharjah. Okay. So if you wanna participate, guys, it's like same in like a community service. You're gonna plant a tree. You're gonna clean the channels, the forest. You can check in our website and check which date is the day that we're gonna do that celebration or event. Okay. So as a human, much better, guys, we need to be more careful what we throwing, especially on the mask, like the disposable mask, like surgical mask. Before you throw it, guys, just make sure that remove this loop together, or one side of the loop, just remove it and throw. Okay? Because one day, I think last 2 weeks, I found one bird. She ate a mask. The bird ate a mask. Yeah. Because the water is going from the ocean, so those trash from the ocean pushing here inside of the forest. Yeah. As a human, we are the one making pollution here in the world.
Yeah.
We are the one making pollution, global warming. The tree helping us. So we need to protect the forest. We need to help to each other, right?
Yeah.
So we need to love the nature, guys. You need to love the nature, only nature, okay? So that's all I know. We're gonna paddle a little bit forward on there and turn left, and let's see what we can see over there. Okay, sounds good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you all okay? No more question and clarification. Ask me. I'm willing to answer you. Ask me, Ahmad. What's my name? Okay, I have one question. What's my name? What's my name?
I know your name.
Kino.
Quite hard to remember.
Tell me, what's my name? If you
Lee?
cannot remember my name, you will stay here.
Lee?
Kimo.
My name is once again Kino. Kino, okay?
Yeah.
So I work here for only 2 months.
Already?
Yeah, I worked before at Al Ain Water Adventure. Yeah, you know that place? A water park.
Can I ask you if I want this tree in my home?
You need a salt water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I take the
No, you're gonna take this big tree. You need a small plant.
I see.
Mhm.
Okay.
and you need also
No, no,
for
no.
the roots. No. So guys, this is a good question. One of my guests asked me how the tree provide. So every summer, which is July, August, the tree is producing a flower, which on the flower there's already a seeds on it. So it will fall down in the water, and after the tide is getting low, that flower that have seeds is automatically stuck to the ground and it will grow. So the plant, it will grow 10 to 15 years before it will be grow stronger and bigger. So the tree, it can measure like in height like 10 to 15 meters, and the lifespan of the tree is 20 to 25 years. So if you want to plant a tree, much better join on that event.
Yeah.
So I'll plant this tree, I'll put my name on it. After 10 to 15 years, you can check back and you can see, that is my tree. Give me oxygen. More tree, more oxygen. Okay?
Yeah.
So we're gonna head on that side there. Just stay in the middle. Don't go in the left or right. Just stay